your fans have a pretty good idea of what to expect from you in a post-Idol career. I don't know if we could say that for every person who's won on the show, but I think you have a pretty distinct sound that you carried through. You head into the studio now to make an album, and we sometimes hear about these idols who struggle to get to make the music they want to make. We even heard, Kelly Clarkson, after having a huge success, still had to fight to get what she wanted on her third album. Have you thought about that at all, and do you worry about that at all? Because I think with the title of American Idol comes certain expectations and may come certain influences on what kind of record you make, and what do you think about that?
I like most things. I mean, it's a give and a take. I realize that I appreciate and would like to acknowledge as much of the music that I wrote before this as possible, but I also get that I'm 25 years old and I've got the world to learn. So I think for me it's just going to be a matter of trusting my instincts. If I listen to a song and I don't feel like it's me, there's no reason for me to sing it, and I'll fight for that. But at the same time, I mean, it's the business of making music, and so you've got to try to make music that you can put your heart into, but also something that's going to be palatable for a large audience. So, a big surprise, it'll probably be a rock record, but I feel like I started the season with a 5-card hand, and I maybe showed everybody 3 of those cards. So I've still got a little bit to work off of, and I got a little bit of sway, because I was able to kind of vary up the tones a little bit from week to week. So I'm excited. I think this record will be it'll be interesting, but I think it'll still be palatable.
During Rock and Roll Hall of Fame week, Mike and I did a show, and we said that you should have sang Sweet Dreams, Eurythmics, and we sort of felt a little betrayed that you hadn't tuned in and taken our advice, and you did Hungry Like the Wolf.
Well, Hungry Like the Wolf was interesting because it wasn't originally what I chose.
What had you chosen originally?
I had actually chosen All Along the Watchtower.
Okay.
Yeah, and we did Bob O'Reilly first as far as arrangements are concerned, and originally I thought of doing that song straight and thought it'd be like an upbeat number, and then we started messing around with it, and kind of, we changed up the beginning a little bit and made it a little slower, and I liked that, but I didn't want to come out with 2 slow songs on Rock and Roll Hall of Fame week, so we kind of revamped a little and came across Hungry Like the Wolf and decided it'd be a really cool, upbeat rock song. So now Sweet Dreams, I remember seeing that, and I couldn't get out of my head that Marilyn Manson had done it, and so there's 2 major extremes there, and I didn't want to meander in the middle, I guess. So
how hard is that? Because you've got 14 weeks, and as we know, the schedule is pretty hectic, and you're filming commercials, and you've got to do the iTunes version, try and work with the band and get your arrangement, pick out what you're wearing.
Right.
Is it hard to sustain that momentum week to week? You had actually very few weeks where your momentum seemed to take a step back. I mean, it was almost every week seemed to build on itself.
I was lucky, yeah.
Is it hard to do that? How hard is it mentally and vocally to sustain that?
Vocally, it's really tough. I mean, I don't think I've ever been this tired vocally in my life. So, but as far as mentally, I lucked out in that I was able to do that week and then immediately omit it from memory. And so every week was kind of a fresh start for me, which was cool because I was able to kind of use the past weeks maybe as a framework to build off of, as opposed to like, I got good comments from the judges last week. What could I possibly do to make that happen again? Because I never really lived or died by what the judges said. It wasn't something that really bothered me. It actually bothered me more when they would say things about other contestants. There were some weeks when Saisha I just thought would kill a song. And then the judges would say something negative, and I'd be backstage just like, are we hearing the same thing? Like, what are you paying attention to?
When a woman is just too much.
She had to sing a song from Happy Feet.
Yeah,
Give the woman a break.
Right, for sure. And it was just, sometimes the logic of everything escapes me, but yeah, as far as a week to week, I just tried to build,
Do you know what you're singing on tour yet? Have you decided?
Well, I'm singing Time of My Life, probably, and
we can just call it Magic Rainbow.
Well, okay, I'm singing Magic Rainbow.
Okay.
And then probably do Billie Jean. Hello, Always Be My Baby, and there's one that's kind of floating. I don't think we've made a decision on it yet.
And are you going to duet with anyone?
Actually talking about getting me on guitar, Castro on drums, and Carly. I'm thinking about doing a rock, like a harder rock version of Barracuda.
That's awesome.
Oh, I'm totally
That's
psyched.
great. I remember asking Jason Castro why he didn't play the drums and everything. He said, my face just does really weird contortions when I play the drums, so I'll be psyched to see that.
Yeah, it should be a lot of
on
fun.
tour.
That's all we need to buy our tickets.
There we go. All right, Barracuda.